Hey everybody, welcome back. This week we talked about live action remakes, movies in general, creating, and we brought back hobbies. You know, views. Well, this has been a little. This is the longest gap we've had because I was unfortunately sicky poo last week.
I think actually we've had a 3 week gap
Did
before
we?
because remember when I was sicky poo um when I got sick at Top Golf and I was like unfortunately gonna have to
Of a
reschedule.
naturally,
Yeah.
unfortunately, really.
So I think at that point it had already been 2 weeks,
And then that was
and
it
then
was
I had
super
to
good.
add because we were expected to do that one.
Right.
So
It was on the sketch for
it
that
was on
week.
the sketch, and I said, "Brother, do you want
Okay.
norovirus?" Didn't think so.
Was that confirmed norovirus?
My sister calls it norovirus. I mean, I don't know, like it lines up.
Oh, it
It
adds
lines
up.
up. Yeah.
What I had was I had like just a very small cold, just a regular old cold, couple days, no biggie, right? And then I recovered from the cold 3 days later. I woke up and I just didn't have a voice. Like I had the worst sore throat. I could barely talk and whatever. And then it just kept going. And then it was like 10 whole days where it was like I've just been sick, and or not including those like 2 or 3 days where I felt fine between cold and sore throat. So I went to the urgent care and I was like, "What's going on?" And if you've been to urgent care, you're waiting for like an hour or 2 hours, and the doctor comes in for 5 seconds and like puts the little it's not the stethoscope, the little
Mhm.
stethoscope is like cough for me, and then they're like, "All right, you probably have a sinus infection, post nasal drip. Here's some antibiotics." And I said, "Okay,
Boom.
thank you." And then so I left. So I've been taking some antibiotics. Unfortunately, made the ill decision of mixing that with a little bit of alcohol a couple days ago, but I was fine. I was about as nauseous as any other drinking.
I don't think I'd ever be worried about that personally, even though I should be. But
Why wouldn't you be worried? Like you would never do that, or
I
it
think I
wouldn't
would like
affect you.
forget that I took the antibiotics, and then I'd be like, okay, party.
Okay, party. Yeah,
Yeah.
I took it after I got off of work, and then my partner was like, "We should drink tonight," and I said, "Hell
And that's
yeah."
crazy because from my understanding, they're not big like on
They're not,
drinking.
which is why I was shocked too.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, sure." Got a pack of mics. With a variety pack as you have to, and I got it was, let's see, original mango, black cherry, and strawberry. Black
Okay.
cherry, not a fan at all. I took a
No,
sip of my partner's, but the mango one was really good.
I think strawberry is my favorite one that I've tried. Oh, and oh wait, no, I'm thinking the Smirnoff Ice, the original. Like you can't beat the original Smirny. But yeah, I think strawberry Mike's is my favorite.
Right.
And it seems like you're still dealing with the effects of your cold. It turned your hair red.
It turned my hair red, and
Mm-hmm.
that's um which is fine, I guess. It's been a while since I had a color. I just was it's a little permanent for my liking. It also completely cut the sides of my hair. Yeah, I
Smart.
just wanted to dye my hair again, but I didn't want to do a fun color. Did you know me? I mean, you knew me, but were we friends yet when I had pink hair? I think
I think
I think
when
we
I think
reconnected when I had green hair,
I
right?
think when we met up, you had like it was like frosted tips basically, or was that your like blonde?
Um, hmm.
Because
I
I
think I think when I went to your house to help you move, I still had green hair. And then by the time we actually became like friends, and we went to go watch Saltburn and like that era, I think I had blonde tips by then.
Okay, okay,
I
yeah.
think.
I guess I don't remember too much about like what you guys looked like.
Yeah.
Um,
Try not to remember.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I mean, like I said, obviously we knew each other, but like, yeah, I had pink for like the summer, and then I got rid of the pink for. I had the split dye, if you recall,
Oh,
longer
Cosmo
hair,
Wanda
half
ain't slick.
Cosmo. Right, I did Cosmo Wanda back to back, and then yeah, and then I was like, actually, I'm gonna chill with blonde for a while. Did that for like a year, and then I just was rocking the natch,
Hmm.
and until now.
Did you get this like professionally done, like
Yeah,
at your work? Okay.
I went to the salon in my
I
work. Yeah.
was under. I was under the impression that like this is like box dye.
Hmm.
That was like, oh, like no bleach. No.
Oh yeah, because I told you that, like, if you can believe it or not, there was no bleach.
Hmm.
No, this was professionally done. Which
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, maybe technically there was a chemical in there that had to have lightened my hair. I don't know how it works. I don't know how. I don't. That's all. That's chemistry. All that is chemistry. They don't know how it works. But when I did it blonde, obviously they had to like put bleach in, let it sit for however long, and then dye. And like that whole process.
Mm-hmm.
But for this, they just threw a goop in my hair and it made it red. And I think that there's something in it that lightens it. I don't know if that is bleach or a different chemical. So I'm just gonna say there was no bleach involved.
Yeah, I was thinking. I mean, I remember like you had like the blonde tips, blonde whatever, and then you dyed. Well, I guess
And I died.
I can't remember. Did you dye your hair dark to cover the blonde?
Yeah,
Okay,
because
but
there
that would
was
surely be cut off by now, right?
right. Oh yeah, that's been long gone for sure. My
Yeah.
hair grows back so quick. Yeah, there was a point where I was like, well, the ratio is off where it's like I don't want to be blonde anymore, but I can't just cut the blonde off because then my hair would be too short for my liking. And so we did a cut and then just dyed everything back to what the closest to my natural, and that has since grown out. And then I dyed it again. Yeah, I had to do something to my appearance. I want to get a tattoo, but it's summer and I want to swim, and you can't swim with a tattoo.
Yeah, fair.
So we're gonna wait till at least September, maybe October.
Who knows?
Who knows?
And we're supposed to still go to Claire's together.
We still have to go. Oh, yes, we have to go to. Can you swim up with a fresh piercing? Get a lobotomy at Claire's?
I know
Double
not
lobotomy?
a belly button piercing, but I don't know
That
about
makes
like
sense.
ears.
I would imagine if it's like a fresh wound.
Yeah.
Probably
Plus,
not.
like, I mean, I don't know, like, how often do you like go underwater a lot when you're swimming?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, then I can't help you.
Yeah, I scuba.
If you're more of like a wader, then
Yeah, dip your toe, like just kind of like a half torso up above the water. Yeah, no, I went to my sister's house and swam with my nieces and nephews. It was just one of each. I don't know why I made them plural, but and that was fun. But yeah, I there you kind of have to, because then you're role playing and they're like, "Oh, you're a shark now." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm a shark now." "Oh, I guess I'm a shark now," and then you swim underwater. You can't really help that. Sigh. Kicks a small rock. But yeah. So Amelia, we're gonna get right off. We're gonna try off one of yours. So welcome back to the thisness meter. Bless this nest. And I'm gonna, if I remembered when I'm editing this, I'm gonna write this out. Welcome to the thisness meter. Bless this nest.
Yeah, God bless this nest.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. God bless this nest.
I mean, say whatever you like. I don't.
Right. that I saw that when I was at work when you texted me that. Really fucking funny. I snorted out loud to myself reading that.
That's funny.
Yeah. So we're gonna workshop new, because as we've mentioned, as Amelia has pointed out in previous episodes, a little wordy my intro for the thisness meter. So sorry, apologies.
And it lays it out. Any new listeners, you would understand what it's about, but
you get it. But it's not snappy. And we, in our day-to-day lives, me and Amelia try to make things snappy.
Oh yeah.
We shorten words that really ultimately don't need to be shortened. They don't save too much time.
And then when I use the shortened version with other people, they're like, "I'm sorry."
One more time. There's really very few that you can do that. Like Natch, I think people can pick up on. You like Natch, but there's very few that like of our isms that are what are we Danimal? Or Danimalisms that are Danimalisms that people can pick up on naturally.
I the other day at work, I was teamsing a coworker, and I was like telling her something, and she was like, "Oh, like it should be like here, right?" And then I messaged back and I said, "Unfortunate." And then and I didn't really think anything of it. And then later she replied to it and she said, "This is my first time hearing this." I thought she meant this is her first time hearing that it's not like where it was supposed to be or whatever, right? But and so that's how I replied, where I was like, "Yeah, I don't know, maybe they got rid of it." But I actually think maybe she's saying this is the first time I'm hearing the term unfortunate.
Yeah, this is the first I'm hearing of this.
Especially the way, in addition to how we spell it, which is it ends in TCH.
Yeah, TCH. So you really get the ch in there.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, maybe she meant she's not familiar with the word unfortunate.
I think if a word has a ch sound or a sh sound, those are always good ways to just like a fish. The thing is, when I write a fish, obviously official, I feel bad because not feel bad. I feel guilty because when you write it out, it's OFFISH, but that sounds like you could read it as offish. It's offish. But I think I'm okay like this. She'll get it.
Yeah, I mean, we can maybe add in another sch, you know.
A, f-
Oh, fish.
a fish.
Oh,
Okay,
fish.
so
It wouldn't be fish.
OFFISCH.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But you know how like
fish.
something. Yeah, you get
Oh,
it.
I get you.
Yeah.
Sure,
I
sure.
don't know.
An S to soften it. Okay. This one I was a little hungry / thirsty when I wrote this meter. So first one is favorite juice. Just a like a I guess fruit juice is what I'm imagining because I don't think you can have other juice.
Okay. Okay.
You got it locked.
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Apple.
Cran mango.
Cran mango is
Yeah.
specific. Cranberry juice is pretty good. Talk to me about cran mango.
Cran mango's good. I mean like it's I get the like you know the like in the commercials the two guys who are waiting in cranberries. So like it's not
Oh, yeah, yeah,
you
I get
might
it
not
now.
know
Yeah,
bunches or
waiting as in like WADING.
yeah
Like,
yeah
like, like,
they
like
got the
waist
fish
high.
guy like the fish
Yeah,
pants
yeah,
on.
okay. Knee high in
I
cranberries.
forget what brand that is, but that's the commercial that I associate.
Hmm
And like cran's good, but it's a little bit one note. Add in two notes, cran
True,
mango.
true. Yeah,
My
it
God.
needs a second note. And
Yeah.
mango's a good note.
Or like the cran tropical, like it's all
Cran tropical is really good.
Mhm.
Cran tropical is really good. And I feel bad because I just said apple, and
No, apple's good.
apple's good. I'm not an OJ guy. Um, I'm not a fan of it. I'll take a mimosa
Mhm.
sometimes, not always. It's funny because
A mimosa.
a mimosa. I'll take a mimosa. I'll take a mimo. It's funny because I don't like orange juice or champagne, but usually a mimosa I'm like okay with. It's like fine. Not my
It's fun.
go-to, but it's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, apple juice, and I have nothing about that. You ever had those little apple juice bottles that look like apples?
I hear you're supposed to like
I bite it. I've heard that if you bite it, it sounds like an apple,
that's a prank.
and that's got to be a prank because who the hell's biting plastic? I did see them.
Me. I tried and it didn't work.
I do want to. Maybe was it the juice still in it when you bit it?
Yeah.
Maybe it has to be an empty bottle so that it can crunch under the weight of your bite.
Okay. I don't know. The trust has like kind of been broken.
I kind of don't have any interest in revisiting that experiment. I'll buy a bottle I'll buy a bottle and bring it for the next one. We'll see.
Have you ever heard like, oh, if you drink apple juice before you go to sleep, that you're supposed to get like crazy dreams?
Whoa, is that true?
I feel
We'll
like I've
test that out,
heard
too.
that before, and I don't know if I've ever tried it. But yeah,
Can't tell you about a dream I had last night.
sure.
So I have a growth on the back of my head. I always thought it was a mole because I can't see the back of my head, but I felt it like back when I had shorter hair. As far as I can tell, it's been there my whole life, from as far as I remember. And I say growth because, like I said, I think it's a mole. It's not like that huge or anything. And then one time, my partner was like feeling the back of my head and felt it, and they're like, "You might want to get that checked out." And I said, "No, it's been there my whole life." And then they told their mom about it, and then they came back later, and they're like, "My mom says you should go get it checked out." And I was like, "No, it's fine. I'll probably whatever." And then I just kept putting it off. And then we visited my family this weekend, my sister and her husband and their family. And my sister's a nurse, and her husband is a doctor.
Mhm.
So I was like, "Let me ask them." Or my partner was with me, and they were like, "Ask them." And I said, "Okay." And I said, "What do you think about this?" And then so my sister sat down on the couch and poked back there and took a picture. Finally saw it. It's not like huge, but it's not normally shaped like a mole. And then so she was like, "We'll get it looked at." And then she was like, "My sister-in-law, so her husband's sister, is a dermatologist or esthetician, something with skin.
Okay.
Or training to be, I don't know, whatever." And so they
There's some differences here.
That's a pretty big range of knowledge on the subject, but all I know is that they're doctors and they trusted her. So they asked her, and she was like, "Oh, it's this word that I can't pronounce." And she was like, it's usually benign. And then they're like, "But you should go to a dermatologist and you can have them like shave it off or whatever." And I was like, "That sounds like I might have a bald spot forever. Like, I don't like, will I ever like get that back?" But whatever.
You don't need it.
I don't need it. What?
No, you don't need that hair. Like
I do have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
And especially now that I'm keeping it like a mullet style, it'll cover it up.
Yeah.
Anyways, and so last night I had a dream where I went to the doctor. People don't really normally like hearing dreams, but I had a dream or went to the doctor about it finally. And then they took a cotton swab out in my mouth, and I was like, "I don't know how that's gonna do anything." And they're like, "We'll process the results and we'll come tell you what it is. You can wait in your car." And I was like, "Wait in my car?" And so I went
like Culver's.
Yeah, it's like I'm just gonna come out and roller skates and give you my prescription like it's Sonic.
Put a sticker on your
And so I'm sitting in my car just in a parking lot, and then the doctor comes up and knocks on the window, and I roll the window down, And then he looks at his little sheet. He's like, "Oh, this is bad news." And then he just walks away. And I'm like, "Okay." And then he goes to like the back seat of my car, like behind the passengers, and then just lets himself in and sits down, and then gives you the diagnosis. And I remember waking up in a sweat. I remember it was not good. So now I feel a little bit more inclined to go to the doctor and get it officially checked out.
As someone with like a couple of spots on
Yeah, but those
myself,
are like moles and stuff.
I mean, yeah, but like I got this, I have some.
Uh-huh.
I always remember hearing if it's bigger than like, if it's larger than the tip of like a pencil eraser, get it checked out.
Mm, okay. I know that. I also know that if it's not like if it's irregularly shaped, like it's not just like a little circle,
Mm-hmm.
that too. So yeah, so I'll get that checked out eventually.
Revenge.
Sorry for that. Anyways, next one. Favorite vegetable. We did favorite fruit, now we're doing favorite vegetable. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1,
Baby
potato.
carrots.
Oh, baby carrots are actually so good. Now I know potato is a hot take for you because you don't love potatoes. But it's pretty versatile and it's barely even a vegetable. Like it's not even that good for you.
Mm.
But I mean it's fucking anyone who except for you, French fries, hash browns, baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, everyone knows it. Everyone loves it. Instant mashed potatoes are a kind of a curiosity to me. I have a bag and I haven't tried it, but how does that work?
No clue. You're asking the wrong person.
I
I've
know,
never, as someone who doesn't care for mashed potatoes, I've never prepped mashed potatoes
let
in my
alone
life.
instant ones.
Let alone instant.
Let alone powdered
What
mashed
are we,
potatoes.
Spy Kids?
True, like when they put the Big Mac, comes
Yeah,
with Big Mac.
you get it.
I get it. Anyways,
Yeah.
baby carrots are good. Tell me about baby carrots.
Baby carrots are great. I kind of like recently discovered my love for them. There used to be like there was a brief period of time where I was eating half a bag a day of baby carrots. And I've realized that like I don't need ranch with them. I don't need like any sort of vinaigrette or like lemon juice or anything with them. Like I can just be chomping at the bit for them.
Oh, so you're
They're
not a dipper,
no, I thought I guess like I could dip them,
right?
but I don't need to.
You don't need to. Okay.
Like celery, there's got to be some other component there,
Yeah.
And then like even like broccoli, like I need that to be steamed in order to enjoy
For
it.
sure. For sure.
So like I'm a little like I like veggies. I try and have like some veggies every day, but broccoli is like not broccoli. Baby carrots are like the only ones that like I can have like raw or even steamed, like whatever, like
Take them anyway.
as is. I love them.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a good snack. I'm a dipper for sure, but I can, like you said, I can eat them without. I prefer to dip some ranch, preferably.
Mm-hmm.
But they're good, and I love the snap. I love when my food snaps back at me, like a grape, like a solid grape.
Mm.
Mm. Okay. Anyways, and then lastly, this is the one that's a dichotomy. There's always one or the other, and that's sweet or salty.
Okay.
Are you sweet? Do you have a sweet tooth, or are you salty? I don't know. Or are you a salt bae? Remember that guy? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Salty.
Sweet. Again, we're understanding each other.
We get it's about how like this are because we get the other side.
And there's no way to prove this, but I knew he was gonna say salty. So,
and there's wow, that's beautiful.
I knew it because you're a chip guy.
And I am a chip guy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I know you're a dessert because I know you talk about going to Chili's for the molten lava cake. So I know you're a sweethead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, I do love sweets too. It's just that when I'm in a mood to like really snack and freaking let loose, it's very, very, very infrequently on the menu for me. But yeah, chips and like popcorn, love, and especially something sweet and salty. Oh, anyways.
There is an ice cream place in Gilbert called Salt and Straw, and they have some fun flavors.
Salt and straw?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they usually have some fun flavors. Like
Are they
there was
like limited time flavors that like they always change kind of thing?
Yeah, they change them. Well, they have like their like constants.
Yeah.
But then they also have ones that they change month by month, and they have ones that are like they're gonna be like good like classic flavors, and then some where they get really experimental. Like I had one with like mac and cheese in there.
Whoa.
I had one with stuffing in there. Like
I remember when Baskin Robbins did a Thanksgiving flavor. I didn't try it. They did a Thanksgiving flavor that I think was like stuffing and It's like turkey flavor and some cranberry sauce in there.
Mm-hmm.
Looked interesting.
Yeah. So I would like if you're ever in the mood to try like sweet and salty ice cream or like something that plays, look up the flavors, see what's going on. July just dropped
July
today.
just dropped today. Hey, new month just dropped.
New month just dropped. I haven't checked their flavors, but I will probably tonight see what they got going on. Yeah, they usually do something fun, so I would recommend if you like driving like probably 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's not gonna be crazy.
That's not very crazy. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I'm a little hungry, and I wrote these like 10 minutes before you got here, so.
That's funny.
And I still had like the old ones from, and I had fruit still, so I was like, favorite vegetable.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. Anyways.
Let
me see. Hold on.
I have do you have topics to go through? Because I'll tell you one thing that's happened to me in the last, I was so pumped to talk about this last week, and then I was like, poo. But I've been watching movies, as I do. And there were 2 movies, each peeping my letterbox.
I don't really open letter. Okay.
That's okay. There are 2 movies that I watched in the last 3 weeks. And it was the new remake of How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay.
And after watching that, I was like,
I saw that review.
My How to Train Your Dragon review? Let's go. And then I was like, you know what? I want to talk about this on the pod. I said, but let's just talk about remakes in general. And then I want to go watch Lilo and Stitch. Which have you heard about Lilo? Like, have you heard the discourse about the Lilo and Stitch remake?
I heard about the stuff like
Queen.
Before it came out.
Okay.
Of like, the sister and the casting of the sister, and
that's
also
crazy.
They removed like the like sort of tourist, like how she would take pictures of tourists. It's like that's kind of like a big part of like her character.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? You know.
Yeah. For sure. So are you familiar with the OG?
Yeah.
For both movies.
What was the other one? Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into How to Train Your Dragon first. Actually, no, we're talking about Lilo and Stitch. So the Lilo and Stitch one, as everyone has basically already said, is pretty awful.
Really?
It's pretty bad. And like, I was going into it not thinking I didn't think I was gonna love it by any means. At this point, it was research purposes because I had already watched. I just wanted to talk about live action remakes. I did miss out. I guess it's on Disney Plus. I could have watched it. I didn't miss out on Snow White earlier this year. I did elect out of that one. So, I thought it was not gonna be very good and not very faithful or whatever. And I was like, but at least it's gonna be like an okay movie. It's just not gonna be a good Lilo and Stitch movie. But it wasn't even that. Like obviously all the changes, every change they made was bad.
Oh, and the alien too, right?
Pleakley is no longer serving cunt.
No.
No
longer a drag queen.
No longer a drag queen. Spoilers, if anyone hasn't seen it or cares, Jumba is the bad guy. Jumba's like the twist villain. Jumba's the big fat one with like the Russian accent.
No way!
Yeah, he make the what's his face? Oh my god. I literally know the big buff one. He's not in the movie anymore.
Like the FBI guy?
No, the big buff alien dude. Gantu. The one like the big, huge, tall.
That's who I thought you were referring to as the bad guy.
Well, he's the bad guy in the first one.
No, I thought it was the woman. No. Fuck.
Okay, so let's go through the alien cast.
Okay.
So there's the woman who's like the queen or whatever the fuck she is.
Yeah, skinny, tall, whatever.
Yeah, she's I guess the villain because she sends him, but at the end she's like, all right, you can keep him, right? So she's like chill. She's chill or whatever. We'll fuck with her. Then there's Pleakley and Jumba. Pleakley's a one-eyed little Squidward looking guy. Okay. Jumba is the big fat, friendly, goofy little Russian accented one. Okay. And then there's Gantu, who's like the space cop who was sent to get them, and he's the huge buff one with like weird look. He looks like a whale. He looks like a killer whale.
Okay.
So he's not in it at all.
Oh shit.
At all. He just cut his character completely. And then Pleakley and Jumba are sent to go get Stitch back, and then Jumba just like switches up and then is evil, which is crazy because like they become like a whole family at the end of the movie, but no Jumba in this one. No Jumba love at the end of this movie.
Who is? Okay, so Jumba, is he the one who I think he originally wore a Hawaiian shirt?
Yes.
And he's the one who like released him. Like
he's the one who made him. He's the scientist who made him.
Yeah. Okay. And he's the bad guy?
Yes. They make him the bad guy. This lovable little guy right here. That's a bad picture. I mean, I'm not gonna get closer. I don't want to get up. And then let me look up the one that they just cut completely. But what was frustrating was before I even watched it, I was watching like interviews with like the people who made it and stuff. This guy is gone.
My gosh.
He's just completely out of it. And like the director, who I've seen like one other of his movies. I watched Marcel, the Shovel with Shoes On, and I love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But he was in the interview. He was like, yeah, we cut him because he just didn't work with the story. I said, brother, you're remaking this. He worked the first time. Why would you? What do you mean he doesn't work with the story? We know he works.
Mm-hmm.
He was already in the story.
Mm-hmm.
That was frustrating. But obviously, there's the infamous ending that I'm sure you heard of, how it ends.
No.
And
Sorry.
so, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm glad that I can be the one to tell you, because the way the first one, the original ends, is, she's like, Nani is like overwhelmed, like taking care of Lilo and all this stuff, and it's like a stress on the family. And then Stitch, his name is Stitch because he stitches their family together and he fixes them, and they're like one big happy family.
Mm-hmm.
And then so she gets to keep Lilo, and they all live together as a happy family. At the end of this movie, Nani, they go through all the shenanigans and the aliens and everything, and the aliens get to stay. And then Nani at the end leaves Lilo and moves to, what was it, San Diego or something, to go to school for marine biology, because that's like his dream, or her dream. Sorry, that's her dream. And so there's no like the movie acts like it's like, oh yep, they're one big happy family at the end, like, oh, like but the whole, like, that's just the piece, the whole purpose of the movie. And the director's like, so what we're trying to say with this movie is that sometimes family is like a little more complicated than that. And I'm like, and that's fine. That's a okay message for another movie. The message of this movie is that Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind.
Yeah.
That's the message of this movie, and they just didn't do it. And like she goes, and they're like FaceTiming at the end, and then she has like a portable gun from the movie, and she comes over and visits. And it's like, whatever. It's like, you left.
You have to move from Hawaii to San Diego for marine biology.
Yeah, that's just stupid. They couldn't even come up with a better reason for her to leave. Yeah.
Why couldn't, like, what?
And I wouldn't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure I did hear discourse where people were like, Hawaii has like one of the best colleges for marine biology on one of the islands. And I said, yeah, probably. So yeah, that's just frustrating. So, and I remember walking out of that movie being like, well, not like what the fuck are they gonna do for a sequel? There's no Nani, there's no Jumba.
They're doing a sequel?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was like, well, there's no way they're gonna do a sequel. And then like 3 days ago, they're like, we're doing a sequel. And I was like, what is it even gonna be? What's it even gonna be? You're missing 2 like main characters. Weird as hell. Just frustrating. So
yeah.
Then I probably have more, but I'm just letting it all out. And this one I watched it 2 weeks ago. And also at this point, the movie came out like 2 or 3 months ago. So by the time you're seeing this, so sorry. But yeah. Now on the other hand, How to Train Your Dragon was, as you saw, that I liked it. It was a pretty good movie. The only thing is that it's like the exact same movie.
Yeah. Like
shot for shot, bar for bar, the same film. And on one hand, like people kind of knew that it was going to be beforehand, because in the trailers, it's like literally like there are some shots that are exactly the same, right? And I remember I was talking to my friend, and she was hyped for it. And then she was like, it looks good. It looks like it's going to be the same exact movie. I was like, that's exactly like my problem with it. Like, why even do it? Like, what's the freaking point? And I know maybe I sound like a little bit of a hypocrite, because on one hand, I'm like, you're changing shit and it doesn't work. And on the other hand, I'm like, you can't just not change anything. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of frustrating where like, I just want to watch, call me crazy, but I want to watch original shit when I go to the movies.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Yeah.
There's like one time they took out like a scene or two, and then that was really it. And then people were like complaining about those 2 scenes. And it's like, you got the exact same movie.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, but it all looked great. I mean, like the CG, the dragons looked super cool. The action was great and everything. Like as itself, I can't really complain about it. My only gripe is that it's just that we're doing the same shit again, which is most people's problem with those live action remakes to begin with. And I just wanted it to be for me to get on my little soapbox and complain about live action remakes to begin with. Mm-hmm. But it's just kind of frustrating. I have no idea how Snow White was. I heard it was, I honestly didn't hear much about it. It kind of went under everyone's radar. Like, I mean, I didn't hear people complain about it like Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
As far as I know, it was just maybe forgettable. I don't know.
Maybe. Or maybe people like at that point they were like, I'm not gonna watch this.
Yeah, they were like, I actually don't care. I don't know. I mean, there was there was like some discourse about the movie when it was like first casted or something, and Rachel Zegler said something that got everyone upset.
Well, like she's just like a bit of a sassy person, and people didn't like that. And then what's her face? Gal Gadot as the queen. I think people were like, why would you do that?
Yeah, she can't act. I did hear a lot about that. Mm-hmm. And she's also sucks at it. She's also not a good actress, and she also I remember when the Snow White movie came out, there was a lot of jokes about they're like, oh, they picked Gal Gadot to be to be like the evil queen because she's evil in real life and she supports Israel. And I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, that's funny.
What was it? I did briefly hear over at Shorty's house, her family was watching in a different room. They were watching Snow White, and I briefly heard Gal Gadot singing.
Well,
Did not enjoy
did
it.
not enjoy
I'll
it.
say
Wasn't
that.
pleasant to the ears.
Not really. So just saying, the
Just saying.
range not there.
Not there.
Yeah.
Very, very small range.
um.
Rachel Zegler, on the other hand, beautiful voice she
Oh
has.
yeah. No, I quite like her.
Oh, I love Rachel. Have you seen her Hunger Games movie, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes?
Actually, no.
Haven't either, but people loved it.
Yeah, I
People
actually
loved it.
haven't seen her in anything.
Really?
Yeah, I think I just think that she's funny like online. Like,
She is. That
yeah.
is true. She definitely is.
But no, I don't think I've actually seen her act in anything because I haven't seen West Side Story. I haven't seen
Okay.
Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I haven't seen Snow White. I haven't seen what was it?
Shazam.
Shazam.
Shazam 2.
Believe it or not, I haven't seen Shazam 2.
if you can even wrap your head around it, Shazam 2 under my radar.
Yeah.
I know me and our good friend Raymond were talking a while ago. We came to the realization that Raymond has seen like he has seen Rachel Zegler in the movies more than there are movies that she's in. Because he watched like Shazam 2 like 3 times, I think.
He loves her, doesn't he?
Yeah. He watched Shazam 2 like a couple times, and then he watched West Side Story however many times. I don't know. And so I think he intended to go watch this Snow White, but I don't think he ever got around to it. I can't imagine he did. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like, I mean, I could be wrong, and if I maybe took like more than like 3 seconds to think about it, I'm wrong. But when I think of the live action remakes, the biggest culprit is Disney. Like obviously they've done almost all of them now. There's a Pinocchio, there's a Jungle Book, a Lion King, 2 Lion Kings actually, Aladdin, fucking Cinderella, and like I think very few of those were actually good. Like Cinderella, I think I really enjoyed. That's just because I think the original movie is like really boring. So there's not more to not what's the phrase? There's only nowhere to go but up or whatever, right? And so it feels like How to Train Your Dragon is probably the first time that another big company has gone in on it, which is DreamWorks. Again, as far as I can remember, of like ones that I remember coming out. So, and they did good. So maybe like let's keep them letting doing it. But then they're gonna make a Shrek live action. If we keep letting them do it. I'm saying that's confirmed. I'm just saying if we keep letting them do it, that's gonna happen. And
we're gonna see IRL Gru.
We're gonna see IRL Gru. Do you think there's no? If they did, do you think the minions will have like a fun texture, or are they just gonna be minions? They're still gonna be like rubbery, like skinless.
I think they are gonna have a fun texture. I think they'll be kind of like the texture of like almost like a basketball in a way,
like
or like maybe more like a kickball. I'm thinking like a kickball, maybe.
Oh,
some
like
weird
like
there.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, I think like on the topic of remakes, like the Disney remakes. Yeah, I did enjoy Cinderella. And Cinderella was my favorite princess growing up. I remember that. I personally did enjoy Little Mermaid. And
the remake?
I think like it definitely like strayed away from the original, and not because of the casting. I do not stand with that, but I like I mean like I support the casting, but like
I do not stand with that casting.
I'm not saying like I don't think that like
not my Ariel
changed the movie, but I think the fact that they changed the setting from like Italy or wherever it was originally to like it was kind of like on like a like in the Caribbean, like on an island. That like you added more elements in there. There were characters that were added. So like kind of like the general story stayed the same, but they really fleshed it out in a way. And so like it's obviously not a bar for bar remake of the Little Mermaid cartoon, but I think like it stood well on its own. I remember I liked it a lot. And then I've seen Beauty and the Beast. I saw it like in theaters when it came out. I don't think I've seen it since, but I think it was fine.
I remember watching it in theaters and liking it. I've seen that movie quite a few times now because Raymond also enjoys that movie. We watched it a couple times in the apartment. And I don't remember what my official stance was because I remember I've seen it and I like loved it, and then I've seen it again and I freaking hated it, and I kind of been like flip flopping. So I don't know how I would feel if I watched it again. I think probably like just from recollection, I remember it being like fine, like it was fun, and Emma Watson's great. Fucking I love the little household guys were great. I love the song that they added for Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Evermore?
No idea.
Now I know she'll when he's singing from the tower when she's like riding away on the horse.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, I remember that. Dude, it came out in 2015 or whenever, and that's when I saw it. I'm gonna look it up, but
that sounds about right. Maybe it's
that
16
sounds
or
about
17 or
right.
something. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, The Lion King was a big fall off. I mean, they don't emote at all. Don't know what about Lion, what the Mufasa movie they made. Um, what else?
2017.
2017. Still a fucking that's 8 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, and it's just upsetting. Like I think, like Lilo and Stitch like did like really fucking good too at the box office. Like I think it was like an absurd amount of like
They were marketing it a lot.
they know Stitch is a freaking cash cow. I mean
Yeah.
like it might be like I think it was like it's definitely like number one of the year or some shit. Maybe even number one of like freaking forever or something. I don't know, but and then at the same time, same like company quote unquote like a Pixar movie just dropped and it's like the worst um opening for a Pixar
Oh,
movie in forever.
really?
Elio, which I want to
Oh.
watch. I think it looks cute and funny.
Oh, I see.
I'd be happy to watch it. We were gonna watch it today, but my partner was not feeling 100% when we were gonna go, so we just didn't want to risk just sitting in a movie.
Yeah.
But we'll probably watch it tomorrow. Like I'm happy. I'm excited for that movie, and it's an
Sweet.
original, cute little film. But instead, Lilo and Stitch 2, Lilo and Stitch again.
They'll be all right. Yeah. I think yeah, I haven't seen I've seen like some of them. I know I want to watch Aladdin, like the live remake. I think
Mhm.
like a
It's
day that I'm
fun.
bored, like that'd probably be fun. And then as for like ones that would be coming out, I would love to see them make Princess and the Frog or Atlantis. I love
Oh,
Atlantis.
Atlantis
I
is
would be
good.
really interested in seeing what they do with both of those stories. One that I absolutely don't want them to make is Tangled, and I love Tangled,
Oh,
but I just
you just want
don't.
them to ruin
I
it or what?
Wait, what?
You want
Yeah,
them to
I
ruin?
just think that it's gonna disappoint me no matter what,
Right.
and I'm like, just leave it as is.
Tangled is a really good fucking
But I
movie.
think like I think, and I yeah, I think like if they diverge from it, I wouldn't like that. If they do bar for bar, I wouldn't like it. I don't think I would like seeing them like as humans. Like I've never been a fan of like fan casting, but in a weird way, like Princess and Frog, which I also love, and Atlantis, I also love. I don't know, like maybe they're not as precious to me, but I just think that they would. I just think it would be great. I don't
I
know.
I that's the thing. Like obviously, I still watch a lot of live action remakes. It just depends on the vibe. Like I generally like. I don't think I didn't really have any intention of watching the Lilo and Stitch one. Like I might have just waited for Disney Plus,
Yeah.
but I had so many emotions after How to Train Your Dragon that I was like, let me just watch this one because it's another remake.
Mm-hmm.
And there I part of the problem as to why it's number one of the year, and I'm complaining about it. But I don't know, like, and what got me thinking was like at this point, like, what movies are even like safe? Because I think if it's a princess movie, almost guaranteed it's gonna get remade. And I think they're gonna have some trouble with some of them. Like for Princess and the Frog, I love Princess and the Frog. Might be like my number one or number two favorite Disney movie. It's either that or Hercules. I haven't watched
Mm-hmm.
Hercules in a while, but it was my favorite growing up, and now I want to say Princess and the Frog. But maybe I have more Hercules. Who knows? But like if the main character is a human, it's gonna get done. I think eventually. Princess and the Frog. I don't know what they're gonna do for Louis, the big ass crocodile. It's gonna be a photorealistic, scary ass crocodile, probably.
Yeah, I mean, if you see Little Mermaid, like they had those animals in there, you
That's
know.
true. And yeah, so wasn't Sebastian like just a straight up crab, right? Like
Yeah,
photorealistic.
yeah.
Yeah,
So they'll like I don't
they'll
know if
figure it out.
Disney like budget is not going to be a problem.
Yeah,
Um,
there's I don't know, like, but like there's like as
what
far
are
as
they going to do with the the freaking Firefly?
oh man, they're gonna make Ray an ugly ass bug.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to cutify him somehow. What did they? Oh, did you watch Mulan?
I did not.
Okay, I was like, what did they do with that cricket? But
Cannot.
you don't know.
Couldn't tell me.
You
Yeah.
don't know. I know they just straight up cut out Mushu. What if they do that to
That's
Louis? What if they do
insane.
that to Louis? I love Louis. He has my
Yeah,
favorite scene in that movie is the scene where the cuts to it's like him in the boat and then he like blows his little trumpet and he does a little face and then they shoot at him and he jumps in the river.
yeah.
Raymond gets it. He knows that scene. Yeah, I don't know. Like I was thinking, like I was talking to my partner, I was like, what movies are even safe? Like, because there's some movies that there's no way they should be able to do. Like obviously getting out of Disney and like now that DreamWorks is doing it, like Kung Fu Panda, impossible. They're not gonna do CGI animals fighting. So, and I
Mhm.
love those movies, so those are safe, I think. But yeah, I think all the princess movies are gonna get remade at some point.
This is a dark era in
It's a
animation
dark era
history.
in art history,
And yeah,
in like
it's insane.
the process of creating things, and it's barely even creating things anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough. It looks bleak sometimes. I'm watching Ironheart just came out last week for Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Did you watch Black Panther 2? Because I
No.
okay. So she's introducing Black Panther, and so now she's just getting her own show.
Okay.
And they just dropped the first 3 episodes. And we watched them, and honestly, like I'm liking it. My only thing is like it's doing a lot of stuff, and it's just not quite hitting all of them, or
Mm-hmm.
kind of like any of them. It's falling a little short. I'm still liking it, but at this point, it just feels like they just want they. I don't feel like they have a story that they want to tell with Ironheart. I just think they're like, we need her in the next Avengers movie. Like, we need people in this movie to do a big like collab like we did the last time, and they don't have people. And like they're just like doing like one offs, and it's like, am I gonna be in that theater for the next Avengers movie when everyone comes on screen crying like I did for Avengers Endgame? Probably, but it's just kind of sad. Like I'll probably look back at these and be like it's just like not much. I don't know. Like I don't know. They're very hit or miss. Like they either make a banger or they make a flop, and it's kind of like back and forth. Like the Captain America movie earlier this year, flop. Thunderbolts, I liked it. Everyone loved it. A banger. Ironheart is looking like a flop. Like in terms of the greater people thinking it, I like
Mm.
it. It's just like they're just like doing things, and now that's like 4 movies a year and however many shows, and it's like I used to watch every single one several times religiously, and now like I never finished Agatha All Along. I never watched Secret Invasion. To tell you the truth, I haven't even watched that new Spider-Man one that came out, the little cartoon,
Oh shit.
and I have a Spider-Man trend right there.
Yeah.
I just didn't finish it. I don't know why I liked it. That could be just be I don't like shows, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of it's sometimes it looks bleak, but then you go and watch like an A24 film, and then things feel good. Feel
Yeah.
good again.
Marvel has to learn that absence makes the heart grow fonder.
True.
Like if they had like a hiatus and then they like pop out with something like big, like they really took their time, I think like people would be like clamoring.
Right.
But then that would also halt their income stream
Right.
by like 8% because they're still gonna be making from like so
Yeah.
much money.
Because like it used to be like maybe twice a year. Like I remember, obviously they would announce them like forever in advance, right? Like I remember watching one and being like, that was crazy. Like I can't wait what happens in the next one, which is like 7 months away, 6 7 months away. And now like you watch Captain America and it's like, oh well, we'll see Thunderbolts in 2 months and see what happens there.
Yeah.
And Thunderbolts happens and it's like, well, let's see what Ironheart does in 2 months. And I think there's something else coming out in a couple months. It's like it's going from one and on. Oh, Fantastic Four comes out this month. Absolutely hyped for. No way it's not going to fail. Love the Fantastic Four. So
no
that
way
one,
it's not gonna fail.
no way it's no way it's gonna fail.
Okay,
Sorry, sorry.
I don't know what's going on.
No, it's
Yeah.
I'm insanely hyped. I think some people are like concerned about it, or they don't think it's gonna be great. I don't care. It's Fantastic Four. I'm gonna love it and rewatch
Who
it.
cares?
My opinion, invalid. Yeah. So but literally, Ironheart's coming out right now, and it probably will still become if they're doing it once a week. It's gonna be coming out when the new movie comes out. It's like give us like the term superhero fatigue is very real, and like I think it extends past superheroes. Like if that's right. So like one director, James Gunn, who went on to he did the Guardians movies, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
And now he's doing DC movies. So he's doing the new Superman.
Ooh.
And like they asked him, he was like, well, how do you feel about people talking about superhero fatigue? Which is, people are fucking tired of seeing superhero movies. And he says, I don't think that's a real thing. I think people are just tired of seeing bad superhero movies. And it's like, I agree. Like, because on one end, I'm like, if I watch a bad superhero movie, I'm like, maybe Marvel's over. And then I watch Thunderbolts and I'm like, we're so fucking bad. And like it's like we were never gone to begin with. And like I think it's just that like same thing with Disney. It's like people don't fuck with Disney that much anymore because the people who do are like just die hard, like they're never not gonna fuck with it. It doesn't matter what they put out. The people who watch like movies because they want to watch movies and they don't like Disney, it's like you're just giving us shit to give us shit to make yourself money.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like maybe make good movies, try.
Yeah, I think like I don't know. I think even if it was good, like over and over, like I don't know.
I think I at that too. I still do think that if it's a lot, it's too much. Like I still do believe that moderation. Like because I mean, even what he's doing at DC, I think he's making this movie, and then he probably won't until like another year or two, and it's like that's perfect. Maybe it'll speed up later. Who knows? But yeah, I still do believe that too much is too much, but I do also believe that it's not helping that we're just kind of getting rushed slop for the
Yeah.
sake of getting rushed slop.
And like it used to be, I think it's also like there's just like too many different streams to kind of keep up with. Like I think I'm like I have a limited view of it because I was never like that big of a fan, but I feel like when we were in like high school, it was like, one consistent story of like each Avenger movie, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I like clocked out for a while, and then like every time I come back in and I see, I'm like, okay, so there's like three different shows. These are all different universes,
Hmm.
or maybe they're the same. I don't fucking
Right.
know. And then also like all these different movies, and it's like, well, this is what the OGs, and this is what
Hmm.
the new people, and the new people are actually they play a part
Yeah.
in here, and
Exactly.
I'm like, I can't keep up. Like I sure the diehards probably understand, but like, what about the normies who are
Right.
just like,
Exactly.
it's Saturday night and I want to go see a movie, and now I have to see like six other movies to
Yeah.
see that movie. It's just I don't
Exactly.
know.
And that's another thing is that like somebody broke it down where it's like they released the timeline of when they're gonna drop everything like fucking almost 10 years in advance, right?
Yeah.
And so like for the first whole like 10 years where it all led up to Endgame, it's like Iron Man showed up in like 5 movies. These are not exact numbers. Thor showed up in like 4 movies. Like everyone gets several movies to flesh out a character, and then they come to this huge point, and everyone like it's like a big thing for everybody, right? But now it's like the next Avengers movie is like literally I think next year, and Shang-Chi has been in 1 movie. Ironheart has been
Oh,
in
I like that movie.
Shang-Chi was really good. I did
Yeah.
like Shang-Chi. But like, how do you want people to care about him? Like he was in 1 movie. She-Hulk has been in 1 show. Ironheart was like a cameo in the Black Panther, and now she gets her own show. Like we're seeing everybody one time, and then they're all gonna come together, and it's like, oh yeah, like I recognize most of you, and like I know enough about you guys to like know what's happening, but not enough to really give a shit. And like, yeah, it's like every show is introducing a new person, but also like it's like showing you like, oh, by the way, there's actually this other person like from before, like it's like they're like jingling keys at you to get you to get your attention. And it's like Agatha all along. Like I don't even know if I don't know how the show ends. I think I heard that she like dies at the end. I don't know. So it's like, why do they do it? Like who they're setting up? I think they set up some other character, Billy, to be in the next one. It's like people can't keep up. Like I honestly think that a lot of diehards would still say that they can't keep up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like they just feel like they've overreached. They just
Yeah.
they need to focus the fuck. They need to lock the fuck in.
Yeah. It's like you need like a Disney Plus subscription and to be frequently on like their Wikipedia in
Right.
order to like just go see one singular movie.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It's
not fun.
it's not fun, and it's not ideal. And
It's work.
It's work. It's homework.
Yeah.
It's homework.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, that was my rant about
So
about live action remakes in the movie industry.
so fair.
And nobody's safe from
Um,
getting remade.
quick segue that I just want to flex about.
Okay.
I think I maybe told you this. I can't really remember. Speaking of superheroes, a year ago or over a year ago, my cousin Bella, she asked me to crochet her this toy.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm a crochet
Crochet
god,
head.
guys. Crochet head, big crochet person.
Crochet queen.
Crochet queen. And she asked me to make her a little like a plush of Lego Fairy Batman.
Yeah.
If you're familiar.
And
I was like, I'm so on it. And like I bought all the materials, which like everything that I needed right away, which thank God I did, because I don't know if this would have been finished if I just like was like, oh, I'll buy the yarn now and I'll buy the other stuff later. But I bought everything right away. I bought the pattern. I like was ready to go. And then I like as time went on, I realized so crocheting like plushes is something called amigurumi. And I realized I hate amigurumi.
Is this your first time doing that?
No, well, I made them. I've been crocheting since I was like 9, and so when I was a child, like I was making like I would make like a little apple or like something like basic. Even last year, I made a couple of balloon animals. I don't even. Yeah, I think that was the only other thing that I made. But normally, I like to make things that I can wear. Like my favorite thing is crew neck sweaters. I've made like a ton of those. But I've also made like a bag or two or like a headscarf or like whatever. So I found out that I actually hate making plushes because it's not like repetitive the way that I like it to be. Because crochet can be like very therapeutic, but like in order for that, I have to be
Yeah, it
able to
feels
like
like
zone out.
like like repetitive and like just
Mhm.
like just zone out and just kind of the same motions.
Yeah,
It
pretty
feels that way.
much. Yeah, that you can like do like 20 rows of the same stitch and like it's anyways. But with amigurumi, like every single row I had to like check and see like what do I have to do now, and it was just
Mm.
annoying. And so then I ended up like putting it down and I would like not pick it up for like a month or months. And it would be like I was like, oh, I'll try and get it done by her birthday, which was like August 16th. And then it wasn't done. And then I was like, well, I'll try to get it done by Christmas. It wasn't done. And then finally, like I like
Let's
my
get done by July
shorty,
4th.
yeah, finally my shorty, she and I was like, I was finishing it up. I was like, oh my god, I'm almost done because I was crocheting every piece, like the head, the mask, the torso, the legs, every piece individually. And I was like, once that's all done, I'll sew them all together and then I'll like add the felt and everything. And so finally I was like able to lock in and I finished, and so now I get to flex
And now you get to
because
flex, and it looks great.
this is what it
He
looks
looks
like.
beautiful.
Yeah, did I send that to you?
You did, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
love Lego Fairy Batman.
Great. And then I'll show the audience. She's adorable.
She's
He's
adorable.
adorable.
They is adorable.
Ugh,
Talk about
yeah,
a good superhero movie. And if just to negate
truly.
all of my opinions about movies that I just talked about, I love a Lego Batman movie. People will hate me for that.
Really?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh, I
I
thought
feel
people
like
like love
I think the
like.
people, anybody that I would fuck with will agree with me. But also, like, I don't know, Batman's a character where the people who like him are like, they take him too seriously.
Mm,
So it's whatever. But no, I love Lego Batman movie, and you did great. He looks beautiful.
he's great.
Crocheting and like knitting is something that I wish I would like to get into, but it's one of many art forms that I've thought about getting into, but I'm like I don't have the patience for that like at all.
It's all good. I think because I learned so young, like that was when my brain was like one of the most like as spongy as it could get on almost so as spongy. Um, and so it's like, but I think like it's kind of hard for me to imagine learning as an adult. So respect to anyone who has learned as an adult. Um, but yeah, I just
And
yeah.
this is not a good trait to have by any means, but I'm not good at anything that's like a trust the process kind of thing.
Mm,
Like in my art, when I do, I mainly just draw, and my creative outlets are drawing and writing.
mm-hmm,
And when I write, I have everything like outlined. Like I outline things before I write things. And when I draw, like I draw simple enough that the whole thing is kind of there, and I just need to make it better.
mm-hmm,
So anything that's like painting is always hard for me because like if I watch a painting like process video, it's like they're drawing a yellow apple and they're throwing blues in there. I'm like, where are these blues coming from? And then at the end, it's like, oh, it's like the light and it looks beautiful. But
mm-hmm.
like if I'm painting a yellow apple, I'm touching only yellow paints. Maybe some green paints, but I'm not even like it's not even thinking to me that like that's just how that works. Like I remember I tried getting into origami. My older brother used to be in
Ooh.
origami, and I tried getting into that, but it's like I can make a little origami frog, and that's about it,
Oh, that's
which is
cute.
great. And the ones that you like flip the back and like,
Ah,
ugh, and it's playable. But like anything that you need to trust the process, and it's like it's just one step of a greater thing. I can't wrap my head around it for some reason.
mm.
I need to see it. I'm a big picture kind of guy.
Yeah, I will agree that it can be kind of hard, like if you're like following like a pattern, um, unless there's like a video attached where you see, oh, this is what it's supposed to look like
Mm.
at this step. It's kind of like you kind of have to figure it out.
Right.
Right now, I'm like freehanding a sweater. I'm making a cardigan,
Whoa.
and it's like kind of it's gonna be one panel with like, and then I attach the sleeves and like sew it together, and so here she is. I started this
Wow.
like last Wednesday.
Whoa.
Um, and so it's really long because it's going to go over my shoulder. And so now I'm getting close to the part where I have to like kind of like only do like half rows to go around me. And then I'll go back to these long rows. And then, yeah. But it is kind of trust the process because I'm like, okay, like, should I do it now? Like, or like, am I gonna want it to go over my shoulder more, or
Yeah.
like, what's going on? So it can be tough, but it's all part of the process. I hope you heard that. Um,
Long story short, it's tough. It's part of the process.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, every time someone else is like doing something, they're like, trust the process. I'm like, I trust you. You know what you're doing.
mm-hmm,
But when it's me, I think it's just the self-deprecation in me, where it's
mm-hmm,
like, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't
yeah.
trust the process. There is no process.
What you might enjoy, I'm thinking, is like maybe you would like. Did you ever make like friendship bracelets like with like embroidery thread?
Like the freaking loom looking things.
No,
The
I
only
mean like
friendship
the
race.
knots.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I've never tried that.
You might like it. I don't know. It's kind of like I guess it's sort of trust the process, but like you can see it building like as you
You
go.
know what I used to? You know what I used to do, and I don't know what the name is, but it's like when they have like a little like pegboards, and you put the little beads to make a little art, and then you like iron it to like melt it into one little thing.
Oh yeah,
I used to do that a lot. I used
yeah,
to whatever that is called.
that's
Sorry
fun.
to any beaters, but
Hmm.
yeah, I made like little Pokemon like sprites all the time, and yeah, that
Cute.
was cute. And that's easy because you can like I can like envision it before I do anything or whatever. So that's and also you just look at a grid. The grid's easy. The grid makes it easy for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I I've basically drawn my whole life, and I just wanted like more creative outlets, and then I started like writing more. And a couple years ago I tried like again I don't know, but like carving like a linoleum when they make like prints, you know,
Oh yeah,
you get
yeah,
like a
yeah.
linoleum block, and you like carve it out, make a little thing, and then like print it. Because I'm like it would be cool to make a design and like even put it on shirts and shit and print it. But that's that. It's not even like trust the process. It's just like that's a lot of training to like get the
Yeah.
knife to do what you want it to do.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll pull out a little block and just and see what I can do. But I hope to get there one day. I don't know.
um, these past two episodes have shown that we're very hobby focused
We're very
people.
we're
We're
hobbyists.
yeah, we're very much
I
hobbyists.
recently got some crazy affirmation though about my drawing because I I don't draw too much anymore. I don't really have like the free time, and if I do, I don't. That's not my first thing that I'm doing.
Hmm.
Um, and I just like I was at work one day like on my break, or maybe I just wasn't doing my job. I don't know, at my desk, and I was just doodling on a little like notepad, and I drew like my favorite Transformer. And then I was like, well, my TikTok is literally just me talking about Transformers, so let me just throw it out there. And then like at the time at least, it was like immediately like my most viewed like post, and the
Whoa.
comments were like, oh my god, I love this, and this looks beautiful, whatever. And I was like, holy shit, I'm so back. Just like because like I did like I would post my art on my Instagram, but the Instagram algorithm just like hates art. So like I
Hmm.
never really got any kind of like I remember like everybody who follows that is like somebody who knows me in real life, like my friend or a family member. And like that's fine, like just showing it to them and stuff. I remember there was one time I got some affirmation 2022, 21 maybe. Me and some friends were like thinking about trying to make a little video game
Oh, I
like a
remember hearing
dating
about that.
simulator,
Oh,
a
okay.
like a visual novel kind of beat. So all the drawings would just be like kind of still images, and then just have to draw different like emotions for all the characters.
Hmm.
And so I remember I was streaming on Twitch, and I was just drawing and streaming, and then someone came into my chat and was like, "Oh my god, this character looks great," and she's like so cute or whatever. I was like, can I draw her?" And I was like, "Sure, go for it." And then this artist who is definitely way more talented than I, like drew it herself on her stream, and then like posted it on her page and was like, "Oh, this original character made by this person." And I was like, "Whoa, that's insane!" Like the first time someone like outside of my life like recognized my art as like that's pretty good. So I was like huge. And so
Yeah.
it's just been a while since I had something like that. So that just has gives me a little bit more energy to do it more.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, like I'm definitely good at it.
Oh, for
I
sure.
just need to do it more. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think like I don't know. I personally go like in and out of like hobby phases. Like my top two are I would call reading a hobby.
Oh,
Um,
for sure.
reading and crochet, and like I'm usually not into both at the same time. Um, and so yeah, like maybe you're not in a drawing phase right now.
Yeah.
Like that's totally fine. Um, yeah, I think that's super fun. I want to get a paint by number because
Oh,
I have no artistic
I've
ability, but I do know numbers.
I've one thing about another. I used to do those. Those were fun.
Yeah.
I have you seen when you can like order a custom image, give
Yeah.
them a photo, and they give you paint by numbers
Hmm.
of yourself. That'd be pretty cool.
Crazy. Yeah, I like I've seen some like good ones on like some website called like Craftoria. Pinterest knows how to advertise to me, but not that well
You
because I
and
haven't
Pinterest.
bought it yet. But
Have you are you like a coloring book kind of gal?
mm,
Like I know like I have a dear friend of mine who up in Flagstaff where we once resided. She would love to bring a coloring book. She's always got a coloring book at the function, like kind of like therapeutic, just like to relax, just mindless coloring. And like I've never like gone into it like as an adult, but as a kid, obviously you love a coloring book. But it just seems like my mom does it too. Like it just seems like it would be very nice, very therapeutic. And I feel like that's
I
giving paint by numbers.
I have bought a coloring book, like one of those like cute ones that like go viral on TikTok, like when people like who are really good at coloring. And I bought some colored pencils. Thank God I didn't like buy like the like alcohol based markers that I wanted to get, or like maybe they were
Mm.
water based, I can't remember. But like the good shit. Because I colored in that exactly one time and then I never did again. And that's not saying that I never will again, but I think personally the draw to a paint by number is also that I don't have to choose the colors. Like I
Oh,
don't
I
think
get you.
I would I think that would somehow stress me out.
God, I
It's
hope
a
I picked
lot
the
of
right color.
colors that you have to pick. Like when I'm making a sweater, I choose like maybe two, you
Oh, I
know.
get you.
In fact, like a lot of times I like to get like the color changing yarn and then it just changes for me, you know.
Wow. It
So
does it all for you. That's
yeah.
awesome.
So I think like I don't know. I like to have choice taken away from me sometimes.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I think we all should have something where you can just be mindless
Mhm.
for a little bit,
Mhm.
and and if you're making something in the process, even better. Because a lot of times mindless people, like when I want to be mindless, I just watch something. You know what I mean? Throw
Yeah.
on a freaking YouTube video or
I
something.
mean, so do I sometimes, but now I throw on a freaking YouTube video and I crochet.
Speaking of my YouTube watches, you know how I told you that I've been obsessed with Kitchen Nightmares, as you've seen when
Yes.
I visit.
Oh yeah.
So it's evolved, just barely. Overall, I'm watching less Gordon Ramsay, but I've moved on from Kitchen Nightmares,
You're
and
seeing other people.
I'm I'm seeing other people. Sorry, Gordon. Hotel Hell. Have you heard of his show Hotel Hell from back in the day? It's the exact same thing as Kitchen Nightmares, except instead of kitchens, it's hotels, as you
Okay.
can imagine. And for the most part, he just gets in there in the kitchen and he does the food. But he'll also just like he'll go stay in the bedroom, and he's like fucking hell, and he turns on the giant like a comically large black light, and there's all kinds of bodily fluids on this bed. And then he's like, I'm not sleeping here. And so I think like 4 out of 5 episodes that I've watched, he slept in like the bathtub because he's like, I'm not sleeping in that bed. And there was one where he brought a sleeping bag and just put it on the bed and slept in the sleeping bag. I'm like, man, this guy is fucking funny. And like, it's always like there's fucking cockroaches and shit. Then the biggest difference, because for the most part, it's the same vibe of he comes in, shits on the place, helps them get it better, and then it's better. Those are the same. Those are the 3 acts of a Gordon Ramsay TV show or of his renovation shows. I've still never dabbled into what's his Hell's Kitchen and shit like that.
Okay.
Anyways, but out of his renovation shows, those are the 3 acts. Except the biggest difference in this one is that he shows his ass in every episode. There's always a shot of him taking a shower, and there's always a perfect frame shot of his
Whoa.
ass.
That's
And,
crazy.
and I remember I think we were just in the living room and we had it on, and then me and my partner were both just like, whoa, 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 and we had to rewind because we're like, there's no way we just saw Gordon Ramsay's ass. And then yeah, it's and it makes it better. The show's a little bit better than Kitchen Nightmares
Okay.
because of that. But that's very funny that I don't know. I just would imagine someone like a personality like that would not want their ass out there. And he probably asked them to keep that in. He's in the editing bay, like make sure we close up.
I consent.
I consent. I consent and demand to have my ass seen on public TV.
Crazy.
Um, but yeah, other than that, same people who think they're running the hotel great and all that, and it does make you think like, man, I wonder how many like gross hotel rooms that I've been in. I kind of assume that a lot of them are pretty like because I'm not staying at freaking 5-star hotels. You know what I mean? I'm not staying at resorts.
Hmm. I usually my dad works for like a hotel chain. He's like a programmer. He does like back end stuff, and so we get discounts at like hotels that belong to that chain, and so I'm usually there. And I don't think I've ever felt like it's been bad. I think one time I remember freshman year of high school, I went to I think it was Tucson with like a friend and her family. We stayed at a Red Roof Inn.
Oh, classic.
If any
Mm.
of them are gonna be gross, it
If
might
it,
be that one.
yeah, or like a motel. You go to a Super 8. One
Mm,
time I went to a hotel in Puerto Peñasco in Rocky Point,
nice,
Mexico,
nice, nice.
and I may be exaggerating, but as with 100% certainty, our bed was made of concrete. That you walk in, and then there's 2 beds with like everything's on like the floor is tile, and like the tile like goes up onto like this platform, and then on that it looks like a mattress really covered in like a bed sheet. Then you lay on there, and it's just more concrete. It's the tile that goes all the way up to bed. So it's like tile ward, and the tile just raises up to be beds. And I was like, okay, awesome. So obviously, the worst sleep I've ever had in my fucking life for like a solid weekend that we were in Rocky Point. It was actually
Crazy.
awful. But the beach was nice, so it was worth it.
Okay.
But that was like, I was like, man, they really live like this in Mexico.
There wasn't like a hammock.
There was no
You
hammock.
can find.
There was no hammock, and I was not sleeping in the bathtub like Gordon Ramsay.
Ah.
But yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. That's my worst hotel experience, and that's not even like grossness. That's just a prison. This was a prison cell we paid money to be in.
Crazy. Yeah. No, I feel like I usually would like I pick a nicer hotel. Not like I'm nothing upscale.
But most of the time these days, I'm doing B&Bs, Airbnbs. I don't think I've stayed in a hotel, and I think the last time we were in a hotel was when we went to When We Were Young, the music festival in Las Vegas last year.
Yeah.
We were in a hotel in Vegas, and that was nice.
Okay.
But normally when we went to New York this year, we went to a B&B. We're probably gonna look for a B&B when we go to California this month. I would assume.
When is that?
The 25, 26, 27, like that weekend.
Okay.
Whichever one is the Saturday.
Okay.
We're planning on leaving Thursday and coming back Monday. We're going to California. Me and my friends. We're going, me, my roommate, my partner, and Amelia's shorty. Sans Amelia. Not that you weren't invited.
No, I definitely was, and like for a period of time, I like figured I would go. Like I'd let you guys go to the concert, but I would like come along. But then like honestly, like I'm still working on like paying some bills, and me and Shorty, we're supposed to go to Hawaii next month. I gotta save money for that. So yeah, you guys have fun. And like I said, like I told him like it'll be a good bonding moment for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Because like like my Shorty is like I didn't meet her in the friend group, so I she's kind of coming through me.
She's
so
yeah.
It's a good way for you guys to connect.
Right. She's been grandfathered into the group. And it's kind of funny. I'm a little curious as to how it's going to go, at least the road trip part of it, because for the most part, I think there's a spectrum, but for the most part, all four of us are pretty quiet people. There's a spectrum where I think I'm the least.
You're going to have to carry.
Yeah, I think me and Christian will have to carry.
You and Christian will be riffing.
Yeah, but that's what worries me is that I don't want me and Christian in our heads be like, we're carrying. But in reality, it's like, well, we're just fucking yapping there.
No, I can already. I mean, you would know, like, attitude toward that more than I would. I would have faith that like they would be down for the pound or whatever this.
Yeah.
And then like I know that like my Shorty, like she's like extroverted in a way where like she loves being around other people and loves like observing and like just smiling and like having a good time and like watching the riffs. So trust me, like I don't she's definitely, I don't think she's the type of person to like say like, can we just listen to the music?
Yeah. Because I mean, like, and I think it's a road trip. I think it's not like we're gonna be talking the entire time. Like even when me and Christian went to California a couple years ago on our little road trip, we were pretty sad for. Like, I think I probably took a nap at some point or whatever, and that'll happen on road trips. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. And I love a road trip to begin with, and a road trip with new friends is always beautiful.
You can put an audiobook on.
Easy. Yeah, we can put on. I don't know why I thought of that. I was gonna make a joke earlier when I was talking about orange juice about O.J. Simpson. So my first thought now was his book. If I did it, put that an audiobook on. Okay. He died. I completely forgot he died like a year ago.
Wasn't it like a heart attack or something like that?
Probably.
I don't even know.
Anyways, R.I.P.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Okay. We're gonna end it on the O.J. Simpson note.
Oh, I have
Oh, we're not.
No.
Oh, we're gonna do ranking?
Yeah, of course.
Whoa! I completely forgot about blind ranking. Sorry, O.J. Simpson.
This is a special.
This is a
special theme. It's still gonna be blind, but I'm gonna warn you right now that it's everything you love.
Okay, that's good to know. Everything that I love, that's exciting.
This blind ranking is everything Danny loves franchise edition.
Franchise.
So because I was trying to make it broader, and I also I was like, okay, like I know he likes this show, like blah blah blah, and I thought about slyly texting you, being like, "What's your favorite alcoholic drink?" Like, pina colada.
Yeah, we did favorite cocktails last time. Remember? Pina colada.
Yes. Because I said rum punch.
You said rum punch.
But then I don't know. But anyway, so I decided it would be easier if I let's keep it all level.
Let's keep it all level. Everyone gets an even playing field.
Franchise Danny loves. And in no particular order. Ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay. Number 1, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Okay. So obviously this is riding right here to him. I have an entire row of I think that's 30 inches. Maybe six, maybe I don't know. Oh, a lot of Spider-Man Funko Pops there and a couple of posters. Spider-Man is the day one. He has the truth is though, hasn't always been my number one favorite.
Ah.
I actually had a fear of Spider-Man when I was younger because one time I went to a friend's birthday party in a bouncy house and he was like up there all inflatable and the bouncy house collapsed with us in it. And I remember I was caught in the net, and the last thing I saw was Spider-Man, and a 7-foot tall
What a way to
Spider-Man
go.
descending onto me. I was screaming, crying. That traumatized me for a while. But he's pretty great, and I genuinely no meat writing, probably the greatest superhero in fiction. But he's not my biggest one at the moment, and I'm gonna assume my biggest one at the moment is on this list. So I'm gonna say 2.
Okay. 2.
If not, I'm okay with that anyways. Is
Okay.
this? We're gonna stick with
Your biggest one might not be on here, but we'll
That's
find
okay.
out.
That's okay. We'll see. We'll see.
Number 1, Spider-Man. Number 2, let's go with Muppets.
Oh, okay. The Muppets. I love the Muppets. R.I.P. Muppet Vision 3D.
Ugh.
Not I think earlier last month. Yeah, I think sometime last month. We're in July now, so sometime last month. R.I.P. I never went, but just the fact that that's I'm not much of a Disneylander, but that's just the fact that that's gone and not in the world anymore makes me really sad.
The world's a bit of a darker place.
The world's a bit of a darker place.
And only because of that. Nothing
Yeah,
else.
nothing else. Everything else is honestly pretty chill. So I think the thing is that I obviously love it, but if we're talking, I have to think about what's gonna come next. Obviously, I have to think about what you are expecting to be my favorite things. Not that I think you'll be wrong. I think you got a good idea, but to what extent, right? I'm gonna say 4.
4.
I'm gonna say 4.
Also, just a little quick intermission. Speaking about the state of the world, I watched a YouTube
Awesome.
video, and the YouTuber, she was wearing a shirt that said "Y'all means all," and it was 2 Labubu's on horses, like wearing cowboy hats, and one of them was holding a rainbow flag, and then the other one was holding a Mexico flag in one hand and a Palestine flag in the other.
Oh, beautiful.
And I was like, that's gonna go into a museum. At some
Yeah,
point.
y'all means all. Yeah, that's
Y'all means
awesome.
all.
It's gonna be like
Labubu.
it's gonna be tattered and like everything will be hung up in the, the museum wall one day.
Yeah, y'all means all, like Western
Yeah,
culture, Labubus, Palestine, Mexico, and gay pride.
and gay pride. Yeah,
Insane. Anywho,
It's a good time capsule of the last. I was gonna say this year, but the last few months.
no, crazy. Would I wear it? Probably not. But
Definitely not.
do I think it's gonna be in like a textbook? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, whatever it's not. I wouldn't say it's not propaganda, but like that kind of like art and expression that comes out of wartime.
Insane.
Speaking of, this is the first podcast that's ever going to be recorded from when I get drafted. We'll find it. We'll zoom.
We'll find out.
We'll zoom.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what should be next because I kind of wrote these. Anyways. Okay. Let's take care of it. Number 3 is gonna be Pikmin.
Oh wow, that's a crazy pull. I didn't think you were gonna.
That's a crazy pull.
I just mean like I didn't know. I don't know. Yeah, I have a Pikmin. Again, kind of a Pikmin train right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe not that crazy of a pull. Okay. I'm really into Pikmin at the moment because I'm going through. I don't know if I told you this. I think maybe when we talked about the Switch last time, I'm challenging myself to get the Switch games.
Yeah.
So right now I'm playing the Pikmin ones and the ones I haven't beaten. I definitely would say at the moment it's above Muppets, but it ain't my number 1. So we're gonna go a soft 3. Not soft. We're gonna go solid 3. Solid 3.
Okay. Then the next one, because I'll save what might be the best for last. The next one is gonna be Smosh.
Oh, Smosh. Okay. I think we've talked about this podcast about my things with Smosh. I obviously still love Smosh, and I love everyone that's over at the Smosh team. Well, not watching it almost everyone.
And you won't know who.
And that's for Smosh to find out.
Yeah.
I'm not watching them as much recently, but I still get the edits on my phone. And I still love watching the clips, and I will still tune in, but not my number 1. So I'm gonna say 5.
Okay, last one. Transformers.
Okay. Yeah. This is my number one at the moment. Obviously, like anyone else in my position with whatever's going on in my brain, undiagnosed. It's my number one at the moment. I again shrine right behind the tripod. Shrine so big it had to be extended to the wall
Crazy.
and my desk. And yeah, there's one right there. That's number one. If you guys, if this, we'll post this clip on. We'll put this clip on TikTok. Go check out my TikTok page where I talk a lot about Transformers.
Hell yeah.
It's my number one. I wouldn't say like. I think for any of these, I'm just a huge like fan. I'm not so much like I don't think I would ace a test, but any of these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just a lover of what I love.
Yeah.
And that's that.
You love what you love.
I love what I love, and what I love is Transformers.
Yeah.
But these five are good. These are all things that I genuinely do love. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. And this was the number one that I was saying. I thought was going to come up.
So we landed Transformers,
Spider-Man,
Pikmin,
Muppets, Smosh. Whew, that's clean. That's clean. That's the clean. Yep. That's the cleanest we've had one of these so far.
That's good.
That was awesome. I'm going to warn you that all of mine are just garbage. Not garbage.
You made a ranking?
Yeah. I made one for our last episode that I don't think we ended up doing.
Oh, yeah, no, because we did Reddit, which I said I was going to do it at the end of every episode, but
hey, what are you going to do?
It lost my mind today.
Sometimes people
slipped my mind.
Sometimes people lie. Yeah, mine are just random. sometimes there's the people you trust. So, yeah, mine have nothing to do with you. All completely random.
All good.
Let's get right into it. First one, we're going to go hard-boiled eggs. First off, are you an egg guy? Are you an egg girl?
Yeah, I do like scrambled eggs, and I do like hard-boiled eggs. Maybe a little salt on top. Okay. Really fun. So I'm gonna go 3 because especially since I made hard-boiled eggs as part of my lunch this week. Oh. So I feel like that would be disingenuous for your meal prep.
Okay. Next one is, are hedge sculptures. I don't know if that's the official name. But you get it.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look, there's a dog.
Yeah.
I love that. I don't think about hedge sculptures.
Not many often, do. People don't.
But I do love it because it stands for something that I love dearly, which is whimsy. I think we need more whimsy.
We lack a lot of whimsy in today's, especially with everything that's going on.
Yeah, we need more things that you do just for the hell of it.
True.
So I think I have to put that too because, like, from an ideological perspective, I love hedge sculptures. So.
Yeah, and it's a good word. It's like sculpting. Who up sculpting the hedge? It's like if you're trimming your hedge, it's kind of you just have to do it. It's like cleaning, but put the extra whimsy in and make it a fun shape, make it a fun design.
Plus, it's likely that they hired someone to do that, and I love supporting the economy.
True.
And landscapers.
True. I thought you were gonna say like fuck the rich or something. I thought it was gonna take a turn, but yeah.
Oh no! I mean, maybe they learned how to do it themselves, and if they did, then that's a hobby, and I also respect that. So
you jump.
I think either way is good.
Go and jump.
Oh no!
Hey, good job. Okay, perfect. Next one. Seth Rogen. What do you think about Seth Rogen?
4.
Whoa, yeah. So that was quick.
I don't dislike Seth Rogen. I don't think he's the one that
he's just not better than
Who's one from Superbad that was like pissing people off because he was like mean to his girlfriend?
I think that's Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yeah, he's not that guy.
He's not that guy.
I like Seth Rogen, but I don't really like care about him. Hope he lives a good life.
Hope he lives good. All the best to him.
Yeah, seems chill. Wish you well, but I like he's not like a favorite actor or anything. I'm much more of an Andy Samberg guy. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's pretty chill.
Or Michael Cera, both of them. Yeah. In terms of like comedic actors, Seth Rogen's not really at the top for me.
Michael Cera is though? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Michael Cera, Andy Samberg.
Okay, gotcha.
I like them both.
Okay. Yeah, I like Seth Rogen, but it ain't my ranking. So all right, last you were at 1 and 5, like me. Yeah. I think I know. I saw this happen and I had to read it. I think I know where to go. But truck nuts. You familiar with truck nuts?
5. Yeah. What the hell?
I saw that on my drive to work the other day, and I was so mad because it's not to work. I think I was with my partner, but I was like, it's just so pretty funny. It's kind of funny, but it's also stupid that someone would actually do that to their.
Yeah.
It seems like something you would do to someone's car as a prank, like without letting them know. You just slap a couple of truck nuts on there.
Yeah. No offense to any like biological men in the world, but I'm like physically repulsed by penises and like
Sure.
male genitalia.
Sure.
I hate seeing them in movies. That, like I like
Mm.
hashtag lesbian. What can I say?
Hashtag lesbian,
I
yeah.
can't do it.
Hashtag Willow.
So that doesn't help. Yeah. And when it's like fucking textured,
Yeah, when it's realistic, it's like, come
like,
on.
like dappled, it's like
Yeah, not to get too into detail, but when it's dappled, it's not good.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's just move on. We need a roommate on that. Lastly, your number one is a clacky keyboard.
Ooh, okay.
Do you like a loud keyboard?
Yeah. Would it be like my number one? Probably not. I probably would have made Head Sculptors
Number one.
But clacky keyboard, like I think that'd be fun if I was in my own home. But I would like I work in an office, I work in a cubicle. I would never bring a clacky keyboard to work because that just feels very inconsiderate of like what other people like. But I think I could definitely. I think I've even like watched YouTube videos of people hitting that board.
Oh yeah, like a yeah. Yeah, I think I kind of just enjoy. I think most keyboards that I've encountered just have a good noise to them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do like a super clacky one, but sometimes even like my sister has like a Mac, the PC Macs, or even like MacBook. Like that little keyboard is like quiet, but it has a nice sound to it. Yeah. I just hate when a keyboard makes no noise. It's like what's going on. But yeah, like I think mine over there is like I think 7 out of 10 clacky, 8 out of 10 clacky.
Oh yeah, she looks pretty clacky.
She looks pretty clacky. She gets a little loud.
Kind of retro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I love a clacky keyboard. It would be my number one out of these 5. Yeah, out of these 5. But yeah, so you have clacky keyboard, Hedge Sculptures, Hard Boiled Eggs, Seth Rogen, and Truck Nuts.
Yeah, I think I would keep all of those except just switch Hedge Sculptors and clacky keyboard just because of like the like considerateness.
Right.
But
not
I would
everyone
definitely be interested in buying one for myself, like if I had a home office.
Yeah, yeah. When you start working from home.
God willing. You guys missed that part of the conversation.
That. We had a whole. Probably the first time we've had like a whole genuine conversation before. Like,
yeah.
We should get right into it.
I just figured like I don't think podcast listeners want to hear me talk about work. Like,
yeah, probably not.
Yeah, we don't have to do that.
Probably not. We can hold that we can offline about that.
Yeah, that's the bestie time.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. These are good. These are good rankings.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad I got to get off my rant about live action remakes.
Yeah. You brought forth some ideas.
I brought forth some ideas.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, pretty good.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks, maybe.
God willing.
God willing.
God bless this nest.
God bless this nest.
Honestly, I think if we didn't already have our podcast name as Eeudge, the number 2 option would have definitely been God bless
this nest.
Yeah.
That's the Eeudge : God bless this nest.
People seeing it and being like, what the fuck?
It sounds like well, when we have our live action remake or we get our movie. That's what the tagline at the bottom of the poster. God bless this nest.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
This summer.
And it's so funny because I looked at my phone and it was like the notification said God bless this nest, and I snorted, and then I clicked the whole thing, and you prefaced it by saying, here's a worse one. And I was like, that's even funnier. You purposely were like, this one sucks shit. And I thought it was so good.
Because like I think like in my head I was like, okay, so we want it snappy. But we wanted to also kind of convey what's going on. And I was like, well, this is where you meet on this whatever the fuck I said. God bless this nest.
God bless this nest. It says nothing, but it means everything.
Says nothing, conveys everything.
It's
all in the undertones.
It's all in the subtext.
Yeah, but I was like, I gotta share it though.
Yeah, it has to be out there. I mean, we're throwing shit at the wall and seeing
it has to be out there. Yeah.
God bless this nest. See y'all next time.